Here with me today, I've got something I haven't done before. This is an iPad Air 2. Now this part in question that we're looking at right now is the charging flex connector. Now that is soldered to the motherboard. I have never replaced one of these, first time doing it. I've already got the board out, as you can see. We've got the connector under the scope. Unfortunately, my scope being the cheapy Chinese eBay special, it has not got enough field of view to actually view the whole connector in one go. So this might make it a bit tricky, but we'll work with what we've got anyway. So I'm just going to heat up this first one, get it out of the way without tearing any pads. Beauty. We'll wick off all this old solder. Nothing we haven't done before. The easy part's usually getting this stuff off. The difficult part is getting it back on right. So we'll get that all cleaned up. I've got syringe flux now, stepping up in the world. It's the good stuff, Amtech 559. It's giving that a whirl, first time using it. And look at that, beautiful. All the pads are there. They've cleaned up nicely with the braid. So far so good. I'm just going to use some alcohol and a swab, cotton swab, cotton tip, whatever you want to call it. Nice shiny pads. Alright, I'd like to say we're halfway there at this point. So that's our new connector. I had a bit of a hard time lining it up, so I skipped over the fluff of me mislining it up so many times, but you can see there's a little box there to the right. There's a little circle on the actual connector which needs to line up to that little box on the right. Same with on the left, and as I said, because my scope can't see the whole connector in one go, I thought it might be tricky, but they both line up, so I think I'm going to be all good here. So more flux on top of the new connector, and there's little holes throughout that whole connector, all the little contacts on it. So when we put the new solder on, it should flow through underneath. Nice and easy, connecting that new connector to the board securely. Soak it with that flux all the way across. And here we go. Fresh, unleaded solder. Leaded solder. So as long as that connector hasn't moved, which I don't think it should have since I secured at one end first, and then the other end, I'm just going to town on it now. That last little bit being difficult. Get out of it. Maybe I'll just wick that last little bit off. It's been a pain. Get out of town. There we go. Look at that. Not bad for a first attempt. As long as it works, I think it looks alright. Let's get out and have a look under the normal camera. So there we have the finished product. Looks alright. I'll quickly try and plug this board back into the frame and just check and see if we can get a charge through it. So I'm just pressing down on the battery, 0.9 amps. All good today. Remember to like and subscribe, and I've got some more stuff coming soon.